Let's take a couple of minutes here and talk about a really neat new component that you can add to an irrigation valve, and it's a pressure regulation device. You know, you can get a flow control that comes on your valve, but you can also get this additional piece here that's called a pressure regulator. What I have here in my hand is the Hunter version of this, Hunter Industries, and their product is called the Accu-Sync. And other manufacturers also make versions of this, but we're going to talk about the Hunter because that's the one I happen to have in my hand here. And this is in a couple of pieces. This piece pulls off here, and what I've got actually is the adjustable version, and this it says on the dial from 20 to 100 PSI is the range. You can get other versions of this that come in fixed PSI. You can get a 20 PSI, a 30, a 40, a 50, and a 70. Not a 60 for some reason, but when we look at this little piece here, the T piece that fits in, it's got a little independent piece here on the top that rotates, and you'll see in a second that that's critical to getting this mounted without having to take the whole thing apart. I've got a valve here that doesn't have a flow control, but if it had a flow control in the middle, it would be sitting right up here and be kind of not conducive to screwing this thing down on here. So let me show you how this works. Let's go ahead and take this solenoid off, and we'll take our middle piece here. Tell you what, let's just go ahead and put it back together. I'm going to screw this in, snug down. And what you do on this, like normally you won't have the ability to spin this thing all the way around to seat it down in there, but even here it's going to bump into our bleed control or our bleed valve. But I put it on and then just give it as much spin as I can to seat it on there. And then when you take your solenoid and start to screw this down on here, always make sure that you're not cross-threading these. The little plastic threads can get damaged really easy by cross-threading. But once you get it seated snugly in there, you know, you kind of put your finger on it and hold it in place. But now when you twist the solenoid, it's actually turning that internal piece and screwing this down onto the fitting there. You don't want to go super tight on it, just snug it up. It has O-rings on it. And now you're into the same position as you was before if you needed to turn your solenoid on and off, which I said before, I don't really recommend that, but it's open for you there. But really this piece here is meant to pivot around here in the middle so that you can position this inside the valve box where it's not in the way. Normally I try to just tuck it back up against the valve if there's room there, just to kind of keep it out of the way, and then you can set your pressure or whatever on it. Super easy to use, and you know, it's great for retrofitting systems that didn't take into account pressure regulation on the front end, or maybe something has changed. Maybe they've opened a valve open in the street from the city water and it's increased the pressure in your system and caused some problems. We've seen that here in my own area. So you can always just get one of these and retrofit, and bang, it really solves a whole lot of problems.